Originally, the south building was the public library. It was funded by Carnegie money. It was built in 1903. Later, in 1916, the north building was built as City Hall. It was also funded by Carnegie money, so both of them ended up being nationally historically registered places. We have evolved over time. A new public library is built across Eau Claire Street, and then the City Hall annexed the former library, and then in 1979-78 there was a link building built in between them to join them together so people could pass through and conduct business easier. What's going to be happening here at City Hall is that it's been almost 40 years since the place has been significantly remodeled. There's been small remodeling projects throughout the facility over the course of the 40 years, but really we are in need of doing some significant upgrades. In some areas it's fairly cosmetic, but in other areas, part of what we're studying is the workflow in the building. How do we locate different divisions, departments, work groups within the building so they can work together better, and how does the public access the building and make that a bit more accessible. We're probably going to move our primary point of public contact up one floor and have public entering through a different entrance and add some ADA accessibility. So in some areas that means moving walls, changing the way things are designed. And there is some fairly significant remodeling work to be done. It's not as simple as just carpet and paint and lights. We're looking at uncovering some of the historical aspects of the building that were original to the building that now would be desirable to return to their former grandeur if possible. We originally thought that we would do this in a 2 to 3 year phase, with the north building or south building going first, and then the other building the following year, and then the middle building in the third year. However, after we started looking at the cost of phasing it and then rebidding and all the things that go into that, and the escalation of costs over a 3 year period, we found out that it would be much more cost effective to move everyone out of the building and have a single phase, which actually shortened our time period to about 1 year. Our timeline is to hopefully move people out to some location in July, and then empty the building of contents, and then turn the buildings over and have construction start around September of this year. Estimated timeline is that we may be significantly complete about a year later in June. With the fact that these are 100-year-old buildings, there might be some surprises yet we haven't found. It may be in about a year. We think realistically September to September is probably realistic.